13.5 a game and 7 rebounds, and playing very well in this series for Milwaukee. This is this one, but a big rebound goes to Alvin Robertson. Bucks with a chance to tie. Out of bounds off Chicago, 19 on the shot clock.
The Bulls have been very active with their arms and their hands. They've gotten a lot of hands on balls and passes and deflected them, caused some turnovers. They're doing a good job with their defense.
Pressey looking for some help, not getting it. Taking it himself to the hoop. He beats Charles Davis, gets the layup, and draws the foul, and has the three-point opportunity, and that's 2 on Charles Davis.
Well, they cleared out the side, and the Chicago Bull defenders didn't have good man-ball relationship. Watch here. You see Grant, and all of a sudden he turned his head, lost the ball. Cartwright got late. Grant had no idea the drive was coming, not in position to help. That's just not good team defense.
Chance here for Pressey to give the Bucks the lead. Milwaukee had led 6-0 early, but since then it's been Chicago in the lead. Pressey 7 points and 9 assists. He's Milwaukee's all-time assist leader. Hodges for 3. Cartwright couldn't hold on to it, and Robertson has 5 rebounds to Roberts. Fouled hard by Pippen, but Pippen goes down harder than Roberts does. Roberts with a good start in this ball game. He has 10 points, and he'll go to the line.
Well, they're just starting to pick up the pace here. I mean, the Bucks just really getting turned on. Watch how strong Roberts tries to go in here. Pippen just hammers them, and both players bouncing off one another as Scotty gets the worst of it. And to the line goes Fred Roberts. But the Bucks looking to be more aggressive offensively, forcing Phil Jackson to have to go back to Michael and Paxson, who's two of his big offensive weapons here tonight. You know, the irony about, I believe, is in game number 1 when the Bulls wound up losing that game up here in Milwaukee, that the Bucks came out and I think they scored 60-some-odd points in that first half. They really played a more up-tempo game. Maybe that's the secret, not trying to slow it down. It's the only game they won all season and in the playoffs.
So Michael Jordan's back in along with Paxson. Pippen will get a rest. So it's Paxson, Jordan, Grant, and Cartwright along with Ed Neely.
This is getting set up for the same thing we've talked about. In every game they played this season in the playoffs, Bob, regardless of the halftime score, whether it was close or whatever, the team that won the third quarter is the team that won the ball game.
Bucks lead it by 3. 5 minutes to go first half. And Fred Roberts, 10 points total in the first 2 games, has 12 tonight. So he showed up to play here at his home court. Jordan from 19. Cartwright with a rebound. That was punched away by Robertson. Michael not shooting the ball well, only about 33%, 5 out of 14 early. 9 on the shot clock. Cartwright against Sikma.
Travel. You see the difference the way Sikma plays him?
And Cartwright knows the difference himself. When he got in there, he didn't attempt the shot. He was looking to pass when he traveled.
Well, first of all, Jack does a better job of denying him low block position, keeps him out a little higher.
Milwaukee on a 6-0 run. Robertson from the perimeter. Yes.
See, when you're going hot and you're scoring, all of a sudden the outside shot becomes a lot easier for you.
He forgot all those others were layups. We got a timeout, Chicago, as the Bucks have built a 5-point lead with 4:26 to go in the half. That started as soon as Michael took a rest.
Hank and Frank.
The Bulls and the Bucks will continue in a moment. Hello again, I'm Craig Sager. Milwaukee's not the only team on the edge of elimination. Cleveland, Dallas, Indiana, Houston, and Denver are also in must-win situations. We'll be joining several of those games in progress at halftime. I'll also be joined in Playoff Central by Seattle coach Bernie Bickerstaff. But now back to Bob Neal and Rick Barry.
Bucks have built a 5-point lead with 4:26 remaining in the first half of play, and the Milwaukee starting backcourt. Robertson with 19, Pressey with 7 points. That matches the 11 for Paxson and 15 for Jordan, so they're off to a good start. And Pierce hasn't made much of a contribution offensively so far.
No, he hasn't. Look at one of the cute signs here in attendance. Speaks for itself. But yes, and then the Bucks have to feel very good about that fact that they have gotten that 5-point lead now. Took advantage of Michael being on the bench and the fact that Pierce has been rather ineffectual for him here in this ball game.
Paxson wanted the 3, finds Grant from 17 feet. Horace Grant doesn't get it. Rebound Jordan. And Michael will go to the free throw line again. Already in this game he has 15, and that's the 3rd foul on Jack Sikma. causing Del Harris to look to the bench. He's going to get Brad Lohaus in here. Sigma with 3 fouls and 4:11 to go in the first half. Lohaus only 2 points. He got him in the first quarter. Jordan said he's very sore from that hard fall he took on Sunday, but otherwise received no injuries. Hit his shoulder, his hip, said his head hurt.
He kind of spread out the shot that way.
Robertson pulls up from 16. Doesn't get the bounce. Bounced off his foot out of bounds. It'll belong to Chicago. Bucks by 3. There's the double team on Jordan. Finds Neely all alone down low. Milwaukee decided Neely is such a lack of an offensive threat they left him alone. I mean, you can't leave him that alone.
Well, not under the basket, that's for sure.
Robertson tried to get it to Anderson out of bounds off Milwaukee. It'll be Chicago ball again with a chance to regain the lead with 3:23 to go in the first half. Jordan alone over Roberts. Michael 6 out of 15 from the floor now. Has 19 points. Chicago back on top.
A lot of cheering because a lot of the Bulls fans came up here. They had like 4,000 seats available, so a lot of Chicago fans have made the short trip up from Chicago.
Got a foul away from the ball. It's illegal defense called against Bill Cartwright, who's standing very alone in the paint. It's been a game of streaks. Chicago currently on a 6-0 run. Milwaukee opened 6-0.
You know, one of the reasons, too, the Bucks haven't been able to get inside quite as often other than Alvin Robinson is that Humphries usually runs the pick and roll play, comes off, creates some problems by penetration himself, and they don't have that luxury tonight with Humphries on the bench.
Robertson got down in low again.
But they have that luxury.
Robertson, 21 first half points. Jordan from long range, 6 of 16 shooting the ball. Lohaus takes it into the paint. Misses the finger roll. Too much mustard on that hot dog. Paxson driving inside. Tried to feed to Michael. Broken up nicely by the Bucks. The pass ahead to Roberts, who saves it to Anderson. Lohaus missed it again inside. And now Chicago runs. It's Paxson against Pressey. Nice move by Paxson going to his offhand.
2 big opportunities missed down there as Lohaus put too much spin on both of his shots, and as it caught the rim, it just flipped right out.
Paxson having a whale of a game. 13 points. He's hit his last 6. Bulls by 1. Robertson inside again, this time against Cartwright. He fouls Robertson. He'll get a 3-point opportunity. Alvin Robertson having a career with 23 points.
He did a great job to get free as he took his man inside, and there he came back out as he lost his man and just took it right into Cartwright. Now, see how he uses the body? He made the body contact, kept the ball away, double clutched to wind up getting a chance for the 3-point play. He has played spectacularly here tonight on both ends of the court.
Bucks up by 2 minutes 45 to go. Cleveland laying a whipping on Philadelphia tonight. Detroit leading Indiana at Indianapolis in the first quarter. And the Lakers have crept back in that ballgame, trailing by 2 now. They had been down at one point. Houston had doubled the score. Portland leading Dallas. And Craig Sager and Bernie Bickerstaff will have the information for you on all those games at halftime, including some live cut-ins to those games. So you'll get action while we're stopped in action here in Milwaukee.
And Pressey has to be careful. He's now got 2 fouls. Of course, that's not a problem at this juncture, but they can certainly, they just can't afford to get Paul Pressey in foul difficulty with Jay Humphries unavailable.
Paxson close to doubling his first 2 games offensive output. Tied at 54. Time remaining in the first half, bottom half of your screen. Roberts lost Grant, back to Pressey.